Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good morning to everyone. We from Group 4 will be presenting issues of organization behavior in maritime organization. In this group consists of me, Luke of G-FONG, ALVIN Garry Unang, Analaki HENERY, and DIVENTREN, Analaki GOBALA KRISHNAN. Next slide. For our presentation today, we have 6 agendas. For the first one will be background of the study. Second will be the case scenario. The third one, identified problems. The fourth one, suggestion and recommendation. The fifth one would be decision-making process. And the last one would be the conclusion. As for the background of the study, this article is based from a company called Trident Ships Sdn Bhd. Trident Ships Sdn Bhd aims to maintain vessel and rig safety, readiness, and cost saving through local workforce utilization. Based on this article, a little bit of this article is it is about the dissatisfaction of the workforce in the organization and how they would improve it for their future endeavors. Next. For the case scenario, we have identified a few expression from the workers. For the first one would be high stress jobs. The employees in the company express their feelings with high stress jobs such as tight deadlines, pressure meeting company goals, leading to work-related stress. So this would be the first problem that the employers have. The second would be lack of motivation. For this one, the employees it has an insufficient recognition for performance, inadequate training opportunities, and perseverance, unfair treatment of strong performers. Some of them might be having demotivated to do their work for the next one. And learn with job dissatisfaction. Or job dissatisfaction would be such as the low pay grade and disinterest in their current roles, limited career growth prospect. These are all the satisfaction that we dissatisfaction or problems that we get from the article. Next, I will be handing the stage to the next presenter.
Okay, so first of all, I will talk about the problems that happen in the company, the trader ship. Okay, the first problem that we identify in the trader ship is employees motivation. So basically, so I will talk about the definition first, which is according to the Burlia Shaw Pew 2013, employee motivation is refers to the process that guides workers towards accomplishing the organization goals. So depending on the perspective, employees may have different idea about how this motivation is achieved. Competition and the provision and arrangement of office, the acquisition of contemporary work, technology, and promotion are some of the driven and motivating factors that all go towards the improving employee performance and happiness. So basically, the employee motivation is the driving factors that drive the workers, the staff to achieve the goals better, and maybe they can improve their performance because of these motivations. So, what do we identify in the company itself is the workers is burden because there are so many responsibility and the most regret one is they need to do the works that outside of their job scope. So this can also reduce their motivation because they feel stressed with the works that not compatible to them. So as a result, the high achiever also can just stop working and they reduce their motivations. Okay, and then the second one, employee well-being. So this study independent variable is well-being. So the reasonable workload, personal controls over one works, nice connection at work, and support from coworkers and superiors, relatively clear functions, and a sense of control over one engagement in organization change are the six components that, according to the Gaze and Conway 2004, defined as essential to well-being. So the well-being of the employees also important in the job area because, for example, the well-being that we can talk about is health. So if they always sick because of stress, doing so many works, like I mentioned before, doing the works outside of their job scope. So this can also make them hard to achieve the goals of the company. That's why employee health and well-being and also can affect the productivity of the company itself. And then tradership also has to deal with the longer hours of works and duties. Okay, and then and the third one, subordinate manager relationship. So, according to the leadership theories, good leaders can inspire others to perform to the best of their abilities by energizing, directing, and supporting their team members' efforts. Performance is determined by an employee potential as well as the opportunity the company provide for them to maximize their skills. Okay, so basically the subordinate manager relationship or basically staff, the relationship between staff and also the manager also important in order to motivate the employees to show their potential, so to in the job to work at their jobs. Okay, and then so they can use and also they can uh, they can show their potential to maximize their skills in the job scope that will be provided to them. So the problem happened that we detected in this company. First of all, they always give them tedious and repeated tasks and highly motivate, which is cause the motivation to be down because of they keep repeating the task. Like they start to be lazy in doing their work because they making feel irritated and either they will quit the company or become unsatisfied. So for the subordinate manager relationship or basically staff relationship between the workers and the managers. Okay, so first of all, according to the leadership theories, good leaders can inspire to others to perform to the best of their abilities by energizing, directing, and supporting their team members. Performance is determined by an employee potential as well as the opportunity the company provide them for maximize their skills. So the problem that we detected in this company is the relationship of the staff and the worker itself. So the managers pay less attention to the well-being of their staff, whereby concern to the deadline than mentors. So basically means that the staff need to rush to the deadline with the short deadline, but which is causing they pay less attention to their workers because of they just think that deadline is more important than the mental of the staff. Okay, because okay, that's only and then the fourth one, organization communication. So there are two types of the business communication, which is internal and external to the organization. So according to the Wick and Browning, communication is the process of conveying the message from one person to the others, but the person receiving the information must comprehend the meaning and contents. So, and then according to the Weyrich and Cons, the purpose of the communication within an organization is to encourage a connection among its staff members in order to accomplish shared objectives. Thus, the following factors make communication in the workplace crucial, which is the company goals, setting and execution, the establishment of plans to achieve them, the most effective and appropriate management of human resource and other resources, choice, development and performance evaluation of organization members, management that leads, inspire, encourage a culture where employees want to contribute. And the last one, control over organization are important factors to consider. So what the problems that we detected in this company also is the organization communication problem. It's basically that because of the position, because they feel the job skill is insufficient. And then, like I say about the deadline, that the managers don't have a good communication or don't have a communicate with their staff about their mentals, about their well-being during the works, which make the company itself feel, okay, which make the staff itself uh, feel unmotivated, and also they which lose their momentum to achieve the company goals. Okay, and then the last one for my part is organization structure and reporting line. So first of all, I will talk about the definition. So according to the staff, the organization structure will have six main components. That is formalization, departmentalization, chain of command, span and control, centralization, and decentralization and work centralization. So basically, the organization structure also have a relationship with the organization behavior of the company, because when the work is not divided properly, or maybe the job scope is not divided according to the staff potential, which can also affect the productivity of the company, which is also can lead to the boredom. Basically, they are bored to work uh, with the job that not interested to them, which is can affect the employee behavior in the work. Okay, so that's only for my part. I'm passing to the other person. Thank you.
Right, good morning everyone. My name is Luke, and I'll be continuing on part on the identified problems regarding on the article that we choose of the three shifts in Dewan Berhad. So from here, we can see that the factors regarding on this article, we have the personal circumstances of the employees, workplace culture, organization leadership, organization communication, and of course, the different sources of the powers that we also have been identified in this article. So basically, I'll be going through one by one on what are the definitions on it and how does it impact on the article and in our life in the organization. So, upon the personal circumstances of the employees, this is more towards the understanding of each employees under their workforce and then their performances within the organization. So, what we identified in the article is that because of the lack of motivation and the high stress that has been placed on the employees, this actually affected on their financial strains, and of course mentioned here the relationship of going to outside of the work, which kind of impacted on their mental health and everything because of the work that they have in place in the organization. So therefore, in to continue in the workplace culture can be identified as the understanding of how the employees work together. So in some cases, to relate with the article that is mentioned, we can see that it's either, not say either, it's can be referred as between the communication and then the relationship between a employee to another employee. So in the terms of understanding that the employer is facing a lot of difficulties in coping with this organization, it will bring down the esteem of that person's workforce and then the effectiveness in doing its task. So furthermore, in the organization leadership, this one is more towards the managers or the pointed leaders in the workforce. So basically saying that this one is, I won't say it's much more into the article, but we can relate from the article as providing that under the leadership part, we can say that if we lack that leadership of the organization part, it can lead to a lot of unorganized workforce and potentially leading to a lot of high stressfulness upon the employees. So having the organizational leadership can be a reference on this article on understanding why are these employees are having such high stress in work-related environments. So moving forward in the communication part, we can say that it basically aligns with all the other well-beings, like just now Garry mentioned about the workforce well-being, the employees well-being, and then the mention of the personal circumstances. This one is more related to uh to ex to express one's person's how would I say, issues towards the company or that is implemented in their personal lives. So within the organization communication, it is very vital to actually address and then to resolve this within the workplace issues. And then for lastly, the differences of the power. So differences of power is basically it's like the quotation that goes like the team leader will carry up the team itself, while the boss will only focuses on the team leader and will put a lot of stress on that. So this one you can see that the source of power between the manager, the team leader, and the team itself, the employees and everyone. So you can see that these are really different source of power, whereby within the organization we are supposed to be one group no matter what. As a manager or team leader or your employees wise, we are basically a team together to tackle any workplace issues. So with the differences of the soft power, we can say that it can align with a lot of different decisions or impact towards the team leaders or towards the employees itself. So this one we can somewhat identify in the article itself. Right. So that's all for my part. I'll now pass it towards the next presenter.
Okay. Good morning, Miss. My name is ALVIN Chong, and I'm continue with the suggestions and recommendations. So, we already conclude 5 of the recommendations out of the problems and also the recommendations. So the first one is the high stress jobs. So implementing strategies such as the distributions of workload and stress management supports may be the key in overcoming these kind of problems, high stress jobs. So the organizations have to refitting the job tasks to each employees and giving the fair tasks to every members, to every staff members. And when every employees have a fair task, they can focus on more critical functions that require creativities and judgments. So meaning that they can finish their targets, their tasks with more how you can say, more high level. So organization also can add up some stress management training programs to strengthen the employees stress management and also the handling jobs or tasks that given. So the next one is employees elevations. So employees elevation means that when employees have some sorry. So employees evasions means that when employees got a job dissatisfactions with complex issues that require a multi-phase approach. So the organizations have to identify the real cause of the discontents and also implementing operating inventions to boost employees the happiness and engagements. So and foster to open communications and transparencies within the organizations. And the third one is promote interest in career. So creating the interest among employees in career developments is in fact the key to busy employees engagements as well as long-term retentions. So offering employees to participate in some training programs, workshops, also some technical programs. This will give the employees to have more interest during their career and also help the employees on their plans for their career as well. So this will initiative the employees to grow and developments and become a more interest. Yeah. So the next one is the team building. So the teamwork is the key to create a strong workplace cultures, and by getting the teamwork, the employees must have respect, communications, and also coordinations among employees to others employees. Good teamwork, a strong teamwork can minimize the conflicts and increase the smooth of the running process and the of the tasks and the targets. So organizations can organize some activities such as team building activities or sport days, kind of activities that help the employees to teamwork together or to build their team building. So team building can improve their tasks, their working, their communications between each others. So by taking advantage of opportunities to encourage diverse employees to work together on a projects or task, and ensuring the task is completed in a smooth way. So the last part is the work-life balance. A work-life balance is organizations should give every employment a work-life balance. So when they have a work and life balance, they can more focus on their jobs and finish their tasks in more high level, and the employees have their health and their fitness to more focus on their jobs. So organizations can like flexible their work time schedule or shortens their working weeks, or giving some holidays or some sport days, some activities to given the employees to have some balance within their work and life. So don't let the employees to focus on their work and then miss out their life. So that's all for me. And I will pass to next presenter. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Divan and I'm presenting decision-making process. As you can see, there are 4 points of decision-making process. First of all is assessment of current situation. As you can see, Tradership Syndikat Berhad is currently facing challenges such as high stress job, lack of motivation, and job dissatisfaction among employees. Applying Frederick Herbert motivation hygiene theory, we can understand that theory like challenging work, recognition, and growth opportunity contribute to employee satisfaction, while aspects like salary, working condition, and company policies affect dissatisfaction. Addressing these factors can improve job satisfaction and motivation within the company, ultimately leading to better performance and employee morale. Okay, secondly is identification of root cause. As you can see at Tradership Syndikat Berhad, high stress job, lack motivation, and job dissatisfaction stem from factors such as excessive workload, insufficient compensation, limited career growth opportunity, and an unsupportive organizational culture. By examining these factors through David A. Cobb's experimental learning theory, we can identify underlying cause and develop target intervention to address employee satisfaction and improve overall organizational performance. And third is generation of recommendation from John P. Cotter 8-step process for leading challenges to develop recommendation. For this, you can see to address Tradership Syndikat Berhad challenges, we will create urgency from a dedicated team, develop a clear vision and strategy, communicate efficiently, empower employee, focus on quick win, consolidate gains, and embed challenges in the company culture. And the fourth and last is implementation of recommendation. As you can see, we will create a detailed plan with clear step, timeline, and responsibility. We will allocate the resource efficiently and communicate openly with employees about the changes and their roles. Regularly monitoring will ensure progress stays on track with adjustment made as necessary. And that's all for me. I will pass it to the next presenter.
As for the conclusion, out of our study, we can conclude that the first thing that we can do is understanding organizational behavior. Is understand their own behavior, organization complexities of organizational behavior within the selected article, recognizing the various factors that influence the workplace dynamic. And the second one would be the identifying the organizational challenges. What challenges have been faced, and throughout the article, we've identified common challenges such as high stress jobs, lack of motivation, and job satisfaction among the employees. And after that, from the article, we can we can get the impact of the organizational issues. Discuss in the detrimental effects of organization issues on employee well-being, productivity, and overall organization performance. The next one would be the recommendation of the improvement strategy, exploit potential strategies and recommendation to address organizational challenges, including proactive leadership, transparent communication, and employee-centric policies. And the last one would be continuous learning, highlights the ongoing importance of studying organizational behavior and staying abreast of industry trends to adapt and thrive in dynamic environments. And that what we can conclude from the article. And this is all from our group. Thank you for your time. So